Hey, welcome back. So we are starting week 6. So last week we focused on letting things go for fall. I'm going to turn this light on just to see if we can see that. So doing some letting go with the fall season coming up. And so this week I really wanted to focus on doing chest openers and heart openers, and also start with a meditation for an open heart. So the only thing you'll need today, straps, and then your blocks or the shoebox that I told you about. So if you want to go ahead and get started, just on your backs, or you can lie just in a comfortable seated position, whatever is going to be better for you to be comfortable for the next 10 minutes. So once you get comfortable on your mat, just taking a few moments to let go of your thoughts and the outside world. Knowing that this time that you're spending coming to your mat is for you. Starting to slow down your breathing. Having longer inhales. Longer exhales. Just take a deep breath in. And open your mouth and sigh that out. There is a center in your body where both love and spirit are joined. That center is our heart. It is our heart that aches or fills with love, that feels compassion and trust, and that seems empty or overflowing. Deep within our heart, there's a center that experiences spirit. You can't feel spirit as an emotion or physical sensation. Spirit lies beneath the layers of our sensations. And to experience it, you can meditate upon it. When meditating upon your heart, your spirit can be cleansed. Connecting with your heart, your body, by your breath. allowing your breath to flow with ease. With each inhale, filling your body. And fully releasing your air on your exhale. Focus your attention on your heart center. The heart center is a point of awareness where feelings enter. Breathe gently and sense your breath flowing into your heart. You can visualize a color flowing in and surrounding your heart with love and compassion. Continue letting your breath go in and out, just as it does, freely and without strain. Ask your heart what it needs to say. Your heart may begin to release emotions, memories, wishes, or fears. Let this experience be what it is. If you find yourself daydreaming, don't worry. Bring your attention back to your heart center. Whether your heart speaks to you in sadness or fear, delight or pleasure, your heart's message is exactly what you need. If voices of anger, worry, or doubt start to arise, allow them to speak and just let them go easily and comfortably. You are learning to be with your heart in order to heed its spiritual meaning. This is meditation. You are letting repressed material come up and be released. This is purification. You are listening to your heart without judgment. And this is attention. Still finding that connection with your breath. Matching your inhales to your exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment and blink your eyes open. Come up to a seated position. So we'll start first in a tabletop position. I'm actually going to change this music real quick. So coming up into this tabletop position, keeping your wrist underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. We're just going to move through a few rounds of cat and cow. So pressing into our hands, you can drop your belly, open your heart, gaze up. Exhale, pressing around your spine, tucking your tailbone, allowing your neck to come around. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, press into your palms, rounding your spine for cat pose. Inhale. And exhale, press and round. So moving through a few rounds by yourself, about 3 or 4 more, at your own breath pace. From here, we can do a few hip circles just to start opening up our side body. So you can go just back and forth. Where you feel any tight spots, you can just take a moment to hold there. Coming back to center, we'll just come back onto, you can come and sit back onto your knees or just sit in a comfortable seated position. We're going to do most of this down on our mat today, but if you do want to stand up, you can, or just do like this. Sometimes I just find it nice to sit on the mat and not be in so many standing poses. So if you want to go ahead and grab your strap, we'll start first just by opening our chest and shoulders. We tend to be very tight up here because our natural posture is not always correct, which causes a lot of tightness in the muscles in your chest, and that can cause back pain in your upper back as well. So with our strap, or with whatever you are using at home, you can just take it the length of our arms here, and we're just going to goal post our arms back and just bring that strap back to really wherever you're feeling that stretch. So you can feel this not only in your biceps, but also opening up across your chest, and you'll feel it by your shoulder blades as well. So I want you to just be able to find that point where you can feel that muscle tension, and just hold that there, but without going past strain for you either. So once we find this position, we'll do 3 breaths here. And on your exhale, going ahead and just shaking out your arms here. So I'm going to turn around to show you this next pose. And so we will actually begin, this is called a cowfish pose. So this again is another heart shoulder opener. But we'll go ahead and start with the strap in our left hand. And so just take that left hand and place it behind your head. So you can kind of do like this to begin with. And just slowly bend back. With your right hand, take it around, the palms will be facing out, and grab your strap. So this can be just right down here, up here. The full variation of this pose is clasping your hands together to meet in the back. And so right now, we're just going to use this strap to find the stretch and opening your shoulders up. So once you've found that, you can have your gaze slightly up or out in front of you. But we'll just do 5 rounds of slow, deep breaths. Allowing each inhale and exhale to flow with ease. So on your next exhale, you can go ahead and drop your arm down. Just kind of shake your shoulders out and lift your shoulders back and down. Just twist our neck around. And so switching arms here, we'll take that strap into our right arm and just bend your arm back. Taking our left hand, palm facing out, and grab that strap. And again, each side may feel a little bit differently or each time you do this, but this is just a great way to open the shoulders. So once you find that point where you're able to feel that stretch and not going past it, not trying to hold on to the strap so tight that the position is not going to be comfortable to be in. And just finding that, and then taking 5 rounds of breath. Go ahead on your next exhale and release that strap down. So we're not going to need that anymore right now. So next position, just to give our shoulders just a little bit of a break, is we'll come and do the low lunge like we did last week. So we get a little bit of work into our hip flexors as well into our calves and hamstrings. So we can start by taking that right foot and doing into this lunge position here where we're keeping our knee above our ankle. And once you get yourself set up, and inhale up and just place your hands on your knee, on the thigh. Let's take one deep inhale together. And on your exhale, bend into and relax, sink into this left hip here, left leg. So you'll feel that stretch right at the crease of where your thigh is. And so this is really targeting our hip flexor as well as our psoas that's in the abdominal area. So if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can just press your hands. When you press your hand against your thigh, it allows you to sink into that left thigh a little more. If you'd like to make this more of a heart opener, you can bring your hands up, or you can goal post your arms and come back just a little bit. Whatever variation you take, finding that to be comfortable and not to have any pain in any area. If you are experiencing pain, you want to stop. So take 2 more deep breaths here. Let's frame out our front foot and pressing back into that half split. So pressing into the heel, flexing your toes towards your nose, and just coming back here so you can feel that stretch in your hamstrings and also in the back of your calf. The more you are able to flex your toes back, you can get into your calves a little more. Again, option to have those blocks. And once we find our little sweet spot, let's take 5 rounds of breath together. Deep inhale and exhale to release. One last inhale together. Exhaling through your nose, you can come up and frame out that front foot. We can just simply bring it back, and then we'll switch out and do the left leg, where the left leg is forward and bending in to your left knee over here. Again, knee above ankle. And so let's take a deep inhale together. And on your exhale, melting right into your right hip flexors. Activating our core, rolling our shoulders down our back. So again, variations on your arms. You can even keep them by your side. You can press against your thigh. Arms up. And do hands heart center. And just relaxing into that right hip flexor. Do 2 more full rounds of breath here. Inhale, and on your exhale, frame out that left front foot. We're going to press into our heel, come back for our half split. And you may need to adjust your leg just a little bit here. And I didn't say this on the other side, I know we've done this before, but avoid kind of locking that knee out. You still want to have a little bit of bend in that leg. Flexing your toes back. And sometimes you may not even need to flex your toes, just being in this position is enough for you. And you can slowly just move your toe back and forth, just to work into that muscle a little bit. So 4 more rounds of breath here. our last inhale together. And exhale, we can frame out your front foot. I like to keep an eye on the time for us. So we're going to do two things that we will be on our belly for today. And so if you want to go ahead and come down to your belly. So we'll be doing a modified bow pose. So this does help to open your shoulders, and we'll be using our legs as well. So the full version of this pose would be grabbing on the outsides of your legs and coming up. Today we're just going to be taking a hand around and just grabbing the outside just like this. So go ahead and start with, you can watch how I get set into this, and then if you want to have your gaze forward and trying to avoid coming back too much with your neck to avoid any compression, where we're just going to be extending our left arm long, bring that right arm around to bend your knee and to reach the outside of your right foot. Now if that is not accessible, you can always take that strap and put that on the outside of your foot and just do this using that as well. Alright, so left arm extended out, grab the outside of your right foot and just come up slowly. You can press your foot into your hand and relax down. Extend that right arm long, reach that left arm around for the outside of your left foot and just slowly come up. And exhale, come back down. Switching out, take that right hand and grab the outside of the foot. We're going to stay here for 2 breaths. So inhaling, coming up slightly. And exhaling to release back down. Taking a round of breath here. And then we'll switch out to the other arm. So taking that right arm, extending long. Taking your left hand and reaching back for your foot. And pressing into your palm. Staying here for 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale to release. You can just bring your head down to your right cheek or left cheek, or you can rest your forehead onto your palms. And just taking a few breaths here, just neutralizing your spine. And so our next position from here is really just a little bit of a lower back work. So whenever we work the core and engage our core in yoga, that's going to help protect us from injury. But everything does connect from the front with your abdominal muscles, your obliques. They do come around to your lower back. So being able to work and strengthen lower back as well is important. So what we'll do, we will be on our bellies for this. And you can just take your palms and be right underneath your shoulders. And so what we're going to do is just take a lift up, bringing our feet off the mat and coming back down. So inhaling up, so just feet slightly come up, legs slightly come up, thighs are still on the ground. You can lift your arms just a little bit and come down. Inhale up. You want that gaze right out in front of you, or to protect your neck even more, you can actually look straight down on the ground. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So we're just going to move through a few rounds like that where we'll just come up and down to work the lower back, and then we'll do one hold for a few seconds and then release down. So inhale up, exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's do 3 more here. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One last one. Inhale up, and exhale, coming back down. So you can relax down onto your mat. And you can bend your knees up and actually just windshield wiper them back and forth to help neutralize the spine a little bit. And whenever you're ready, we'll just go ahead and roll on to our backs. And I forgot to say, so before we come down, having a block or something handy here. So we're going to do a modified version of fish pose. So that's one last heart and chest opener for us. Sometimes this can be a little bit difficult to do because we are lying backwards. So I really like to use the blocks. You can use a blanket as well, 2 shoe boxes. But what we'll do is we'll take this block and place it in the center of our shoulder blades, and so that's going to help that heart and chest expand open. I have some people really, it's hard to have your neck flex back this direction, so I like to have a block handy to come back down on. So you can go ahead and just lay on your back. Let's go ahead and bend our knees just to help protect our low back. I said that wrong, I don't know what I'm doing. Take this block and go ahead and lay it down on the mat. So whenever you're coming down, you can actually feel the block between your shoulder blades. And so you're actually rolling your chest open, rolling your shoulders back and feeling that opening through your chest. So I like to keep my knees bent just because it helps to protect my low back. You can also take your legs out and then rest your arms by your side. So as you can see, my neck is laying back this way. Sometimes that can be uncomfortable, so just adding a little block here can just help support your cervical vertebrae a little bit more. And just coming up and relaxing down on that block. Palms up to the sky. Shining your heart open. Still allowing our breath to flow with ease. Taking 2 more breaths here. One last inhale together. You can open your mouth to exhale and let it go. So coming back up, I'm just coming to a sitting position just to remove these blocks. We'll do one final neutralizing twist, and then I've got about 15 minutes, I believe, of music for Shavasana. I haven't done it quite that long in class, but sometimes at home it may be easier for you to find that relaxation when you're at home to start transitioning us to be in Shavasana a little bit longer. So 2 options for the twist. I know that we have previously done where we just take and hug our knees in and drop them to one side. So if that's comfortable and you like to stay there, that is fine. I do want to offer a deeper version of that twist. So I'll just show you first. If you do want to go for the deeper option, if we're going to be twisting over to our left side, you can extend that left leg long, and then you'll bend into that right knee. Taking your left hand, you can take to the outside of your right knee, and allow your exhale to twist over to the left. So our goal here is to keep both of the shoulders back down on the mat and finding the twist from your thoracic and lower vertebrae. Sometimes this can be hard and challenging because you're trying to twist all the way over. So just having a block or pillow just to rest that bent knee on sometimes makes this a little more accessible and also just a little more comfortable. So either version is fine. So both knees in, we're going to be twisting to the left right now, or having that leg extended long and hooking those right toes to the outside of your knee and twisting over to your left. And you can have your arms in a T position with your gaze up, or option to look over out of your right fingertips. Whichever variation you chose, just taking 5 rounds of breath where we're at. On your next inhale, just rolling back to center. You can hug both of your knees in if they are not already and just rock back and forth. If we're staying with the both knees option, on your exhale you can just roll both knees over to the right and shoulder down and gaze up or to the left. Other option, right leg extended long. Bend that left knee into your chest, taking your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Gently guide your knee over. As you're coming behind, you can hook those toes behind your knee and find that twist to the right. So each side may feel a little bit differently too. You do want to avoid having shoulders up, but just relaxing back and down here. So any type of twisting is really good. It helps to wring out our kidneys, if you will, but it helps to detoxify. And taking 4 more deep rounds of breath. On your next inhale, coming back to center, just giving yourself a big hug. You can actually bring your face up to your chest a little bit, just rolling into a ball, and just rocking to your right and left. And taking one last inhale together. And on our exhale, we'll go into our Shavasana. So like I said, this will be a little bit longer for us today because that's what we're working on doing, is getting our Shavasana up to 20 minutes to help with our blood pressure. So whatever props you need to help facilitate and make this more comfortable. Take one inhale together Exhale, open your mouth. Let that go. Relaxing at your eyebrows. Relaxing your jaw. Dropping the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Feeling your shoulders sink into the mat. Feeling the earth support you. And letting go of controlling your breath here. Coming into a natural breath. Slowly beginning to bring some awareness back into our bodies. And wiggle your fingers and your toes. Hugging one knee into your chest and then the other. You can stay here or roll into a fetal position on your right side. Just taking a moment here to offer yourself love, compassion, gratitude for coming to your mat and taking this time for you. Whenever you're ready, rolling into a comfortable seated position. And you can keep your eyes closed or have a soft gaze. Just bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you for spending this time on your mat with me today. It is the love, the compassion inside of me that sees and honors that in each of you. From my heart to yours, I bow and say namaste. thank you guys for joining in again for week 6. So I look forward to seeing everyone in class this week. And happy Monday and have a wonderful week.